knows me. Like a clown, I put on a show. The pain is real, even if nobody knows. I'm crying inside, and nobody knows me.
Hey guys, this is episode 2 of season 10 of Smallville. The episode is titled Shield. I am glad to have said that, being that it's the second episode. I am absolutely stunned and happy with the second episode. The fact that it was called Shield, and Lois was in the beginning. Lois was in Egypt, talking to Carter Hall, and Carter Hall basically is Hawkeye, Hawkman, as we all know. He basically befriends her. Carter Hall befriends Lois and becomes friendly with her, goes to almost kiss her. Kind of gets almost in trouble. Lois does get kind of annoyed and pissed off at that little remark. Pissed off. I think kind of pissed off. Anyway, I've repeated myself 3 times there. Where was I? Yeah, Carter Hall talks to Lois. Lois gets pissed off. Clark is there watching the person who replaced Lois Lane, which is Cat Grant, who still is in the series. She still will be a part of the series. She just gets replaced. She replaces Lois to start with, befriends Clark. Clark Kent gets in her car, goes in her car to drive off, and some guy shoots at her car and it hits her exhaust, and it sticks inside her exhaust and explodes when it gets inside the exhaust, blowing her and Clark up. She does not die. Clark saves her, and Clark is on fire. She does not ask any questions why that happened. But Clark goes after the guy, saving Cat Grant. Apart from that, he befriends Tess Mercer, who tells him where the Suicide Squad are. If any of you know who the Suicide Squad are, you'll know what I'm talking about with these people. There's a guy named Deadshot. A guy named Deadshot, and then a lady and another guy, and their boss Deathstroke. Or at least Deathstroke is in this series. Anyway, getting back to Kathy Grant, she's kind of worried for her son. While that's happening, Green Arrow is trying to find Chloe. Not Lois, Chloe. While this is all going on, Carter Hall and Lois are still chatting. Clark's befriended Tess and Cat Grant, and trying to help Oliver in the quest of darkness. The whole episode is kind of rushed and hard to explain, but Deadshot goes to shoot Cat Grant and it ends up hitting Clark, and it does hit Clark, but it embraces them with the Suicide Squad logo, which is a skull and crossbones with a big circle saying Suicide Squad around it, into Clark's shoulder, into Clark's back here, Oliver's arm, and and Hawkman's arm here, and then Hawkman dies. Well, not in this episode, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. He will die, hopefully. The whole episode is rushed, and at the end, after Clark saves Cat Grant basically said, "We need I need a hero in red, white, and blue," and that's when I made the joke of why not Captain America jump in, because he's red, white, and blue. But she then goes just red and blue and misses out the yellow, but still symbolizing Superman. But he does put a bit of yellow in there for like the colors of the spectrum. Yeah. So Clark goes off back to Watchtower where Green Arrow is after finding out Lois is taking sedatives. A sedative, and what's it called? A pill that will kill her. Yeah, kill her. And basically the whole episode ends with Clark going, "She knew my destiny, she had to leave for me to fulfill my destiny and for everybody to fulfill their destinies." And it ended with it ended with the Suicide Squad. Well, it really ended this way. The Suicide Squad, they got Deathstroke out of prison because Deathstroke joined the Suicide Squad, and the Deadshot joined the Suicide Squad, and then they all went off. The three of them, the woman and the two guys, walked through the prison cell and out the door past the camera, and then it went on to Clark walking out on the top of the Daily Planet, onto the roof of the Daily Planet, walking straight out onto the ledge into his new Blur costume, which is the red leather jacket with the House of L support, the S symbol. Okay. Now the next episode isn't anything special, but it seems to be that Supergirl's in episode 3, which is tomorrow, which is that. I'm looking forward. This is really just a really short video on that. Do expect to see reviews of later episode series which happen from 1 to 9 seasons, minus 10 in box set form. Also, brand new to my collection is Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, the complete seasons, both of them, seasons 1 and season 1. This is season 1, and this is season 2. Both of them are really amazing. Season 1 and 2 are amazing, but I'll get to reviewing them later. That's how they look. Yeah. So I'm kind of relieved and happy I got both of them. I got season 1 a while back, and I got season 2 basically just 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm really excited. But this has become a 6-minute video. Basically, at the end of this episode, you see Clark in his new Blur costume, which he's going to wear the whole season until the end when he puts on the Superman costume. And Lois is on her way home back to Metropolis. Chloe's gone. Oliver's upset about that. Cat Grant seems to be a new character emerged. Tess Mercer seems to be an ally to Clark. And the Suicide Squad. Also, the Suicide Squad featuring 2 people, a guy and a girl. A guy and a colored girl. Deathstroke. Deadshot, sorry, is in it as well. Deathstroke will be back, so it all seems to be fitting into place. The Suicide Squad, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Clark in his new Blur costume, Lois is coming back to the Daily Planet, Cat Grant's a new character, Oliver's still feeling shit sorry for himself, and also Tess Mercer's now an ally, and that's not giving you the finger, but Tess Mercer's now an ally. Just to let you know, the next actual video you actually see of me talking about a movie or an episode or a series, and before episode 2, obviously I'll do box set reviews. That's different to episodes and movie reviews. The next one you see will be Green Lantern, and I'm gonna think I'll redo my Thor movie video, which didn't upload properly, but I'll probably retry and I'll not bother doing that. I'll do Green Lantern if it's really, really good. Thor was kind of alright. Thor was amazing. I'll probably do another Thor video, but minus the pictures and less talking. Thor was amazing. So if you want to see episode 2, you can go onto e4.com website, the e4.com, the e4 website, e4.com, or is it e4.com? Yes. The e4 channel, e4.co.uk.com, whatever, the British version is .co.uk. Just type in E4 on the internet on eBay, and you will get a link. You get a link up there to the site E4 where you can watch this episode 2, and if you haven't seen episode 1, you can watch episode 1 as well. Because if you haven't seen both the episodes, go see episodes 1 and 2, watch them back to back before you watch episode 3, because episode 3 will be, you won't understand episode 3 if you don't watch episode 1 and 2. Not episode 2 at least, because episode 1 was kind of confusing. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a great one, and episode 3 of Smallville will come next. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Have a great one. I'll see you around. Take care.